Thank you for
Yeah.
being here, Maya. Let's
Yeah.
introduce you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It's really so
Yes,
lovely.
I'm very honored that you are here.
Hmm. Yeah, when you told me I might be a role model for all mothers who like think about daring, raising and letting children thrive completely outside any system. I'm really here to say, yeah, dare it, dare it, dare it. I can really just like say, do it. It's
So,
yeah.
tell us about your journey a little bit. Who are you? You work with women right
Mhm.
now.
Yes.
You are a mom of two.
Yeah.
Your husband passed away, right?
Yes.
And you are really dedicated to radical ways of looking at things, right?
Yes, I think so. I think so. But you know, radical for me always means in the origin of this word that it's about the roots. I mean,
Yes.
radical means roots. And for me is very, I think, yes, I think I have a radical gene or quite, I call myself also a mama anarchist. I think that I'm very easy in opposition when it comes to very authoritative rules and systems. It's in myself. And
Do you think this awakened when you became a mom?
no, actually, when I'm really, really honest, and I think this is just so nice to be so honest, I think that when I was in the age of 3, I felt a very serious wish to be a mom, and parents thought this is ridiculous. I think that when I was about 3 years, I was awakened because I felt so strange and I felt like a foreigner in my own family, that my parents, that the adults, that they thought me as a child was a ridiculous being. And I think that this forced me into a loneliness where I finally and gladfully thrived. But since then, I think that it's a big, big mistake that grown-ups take us for a ridiculous, banal, small thing. And I think that it all started there.
So it started very early.
Yes, yes, yes. Maybe,
I think it was the same for me. Like as a child, I already knew that there was some part of me that was misunderstood, and I really protected this part. And I said, nobody's going to harm this Emma who believes in herself and who knows what she's doing here.
Yeah.
And you can ridicule the other parts of me that are like, okay, I cannot do this or that, but like this part that knows who she is not gonna get damaged, you know?
Yeah. Yes, I definitely know. And this is the reason, you know, I really feel love when I read about your thoughts and about your experiences with your family. I really feel love because it feels so familiar to me. I feel really, yeah, it feels
Ich konnte
absolutely
diesen Titel
familiar.
nicht in deiner Apple Music Mediathek finden.
Here's okay. I hope this will calm down because I'm also having the laptop of my younger son. So I hope it won't. Yeah, Emma, tell me, can you hear me really good?
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Ich konnte kein
Okay. Yes. So I think it really started early, but of course the transition into becoming a mother, it was like incredible for me. But I think also that when I met my partner, the father of our sons, it was like we had quite a journey to becoming parents. We were um very awakened and very, very much aware of what we are doing. It was like finally when he felt ready to be a dad, he really said, let's invite the baby. And
Wow.
it was so from this point on, making love was so different from before. And I know that the invitation of the soul of the baby, immediately I felt it, I think, while we were making love. And it was, I first could not believe that this is true, but it was true. So then I had the impression of having the voice of my son inside of me, even without knowing that it's the son. Of course, I knew nothing, but the presence of this baby soul inside of me was so crystal clear, and I started an inner monologue or dialogue with him and with the baby, and it never stops. So I feel that he was my guide, kind of a guru.
And then from this moment, it's kind of impossible to ignore, right?
Yeah, absolutely impossible. Yeah, absolutely. It was so, and I started to love this dialogue with him. I really started to love it, and kind of also I felt protected against every like common opinion of everything around myself. My father is a medical doctor, and I did not tell my parents that I'm pregnant, not at all. It was like, it was not that I was hiding. I felt like that when the baby wants to be seen, I will be looking so pregnant that people see I'm pregnant. But before that, I did not feel like talking about it at all.
That's amazing.
So I did not talk.
I was gonna ask if you feel like the dialogue with your child, even before they were present in the world, if it like supported you on your intuition and on knowing you are on the right path against the world who is so different in so many ideas, no?
Absolutely. And so there were like some months that I was pregnant and nobody knew beside my husband and me and the baby. And I think that was already something very, very special, because it was exactly what you said. I thrived for the first time in my life, that I could feel my intuition was right from the very first beginning, from maybe before 3 years, and it was like I felt yes, I felt it. It really felt like just so right. And it felt like a yes in every cell. And I felt bombastic in my pregnancy. I love to be pregnant. I love to be pregnant. And I kind of felt so weird in my surrounding. We lived in a big city, in the center of the city, in Cologne, which is quite a big city. And I could not understand that being pregnant felt like a queen, and I was not touching the floor. It was like I was like almost flying around. And I think that nobody cares. And this is, I think, what I really realized. Actually, right now, nobody cares about anything. And it's my passion. I'm obsessed with, I care for pregnancy. I care for the principle of the unborn. It can be everything. It can be also unborn ideas. But I really do care. And I feel like, yes, because I'm a psychologist, then I started to read and to study everything I could find about prenatal psychology, but only because I wanted to go this way. And there is nothing. In the academic field, you learn nothing about it. Nothing at all. So it felt very special. And I had the feeling that we lost somehow the connection to what is the most important thing on our planet. And I felt,
it almost feels in society that pregnancy is a burden or something. When a woman speaks that she's pregnant, immediately there are all these questions and ideas, and it's like as if the golden egg, the baby, as you speak, like something special, precious, is destroyed by all these questions and possibilities and projections. And it's such a shame because we truly hold something special, like you say, and humanity just destroys this magic.
Yeah, and I mean, you smile and you laugh, but we should cry about this. We are really destroying it. Not you and me, but it's for me, it's really dangerous that that it's such a destruction. But actually, when you say yes, they destroy it with all these questions and all the ideas, but it's also because they see it as a catastrophe. Yeah, so it's
and it's already like setting up the family and the woman for a journey that is filled with hardship, with disconnection, with questioning themselves. And this goes to raising children. That what is the topic of today, that it really starts, like you say, in pregnancy, and it probably gave you a lot of strength to you and your partner and your little family starting.
I think so, yes. Because then,
this connection didn't get broken, right?
No, we never. No. We really cared for the connection, and of course, we talked. I never went to see any doctor. And after some months, I told him I want to have this baby here with you alone in our bed. And he was like, he was not even reacting to it. For him, it was like, yes, of course, what else? So he comes from a very, very small village in Romania. And somehow in his mind, he had the idea that women are going to collect tomatoes on the field, and then they birth their baby in between, and then they continue to collect tomatoes or something like this. And so for him, it was absolutely fine that we stay alone with all these things. Yeah, I can't see you anymore. It's frozen, Emma. Emma. What's happening here?